Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of self-massage, something I spend a lot of my time doing, on my neck. And this stuff is great for headaches, for neck pain. Going to be doing stuff all the way around here, talking about where the tension's stored in around this muscle here. It's called the sternocleidomastoid, in around the scalenes in here, the trapezius and the levator scapulae and the suboccipitals that occiput this here, the suboccipitals just below it. Really important muscles in there. They're connected directly to your eye. It's like a star shape. Anyway, we'll start off and just very easily this muscle here that comes from the mastoid process in the hard bit just behind the ear and comes down here. It turns the head either direction. When I was thumbing as part of my shot, my thumb down like this, I would put it behind the sternocleidomastoid. So what my coach Richard Priestman really likes, teaches you to relax the wrist, goes from a hard hand to a soft hand by pushing out of the wrist there. Anyway, we're going to start off by just getting our fingers just like this and just sliding up. Now I do this with quite a lot of pressure, but moving slowly. Imagine you've got I don't know, a thick piece of rubber tied into your neck. And it's not just the skin, we're not just moving the skin, but we move that bit of skin, and then when it gets stuck, that's what we're trying to move. And we're just applying light, slow pressure. And that pressure just slides up all the way. And I'm following the line of that, and you can do multiple strokes. Slower is better. Some of you might feel a piece of tension coming off here, just underneath the jaw. These two can actually almost get blended together. Particularly if you think of setting your jaw and working hard, fixes you. The jaw is the control mechanism of our organism. The human jaw is comparative to our size. And then I'd like to go so I've had my fingers in the front of it here, coming up the front side of the sternocleidomastoid. Now I'm just going to put my fingers just in behind. Don't press too hard in here. There's the nerves going into the brachial plexus here. But if we go just in behind it, and then once again, we're just sliding the fingers up the length of the SCM. Up is always better than down. For any of you fascial geeks out there, this is lifting the top of the superficial front line. It attaches down the rectus abdominis, two pieces just here around the sternum, and it goes all the way down to the pubis, down through the quads, down to the floor. And also the lateral line, which goes from here out and down, and then across down the ribs here, down through the legs, down across the side of the leg, and down to the calcaneus, the back of the heel bone. It's actually mobile. If you grab it, you can shake it. It feels really funny. So I'm just going behind it and just sliding up just like that, really slow. What we're actually doing, as my friend Adam Polk talks about, is called deep touch nutrition. So once again, see this, we've got this muscle here, I'm just going just in front of it, they come down and they both meet just here. You can actually make this bigger if you open your chest out. Have a look at Elliot Hulse's chest, it's really quite impressive. So I'm just once again pushing slowly, I move the tissue, and then when it gets stuck, ooh, this side, very different tension. Oh, obviously from my sport. Very lopsided. I can feel this side here much tighter, and there's actually a line of tension that comes around here that you can see in people and attaches around here. You can often see that stand out, particularly when they get emotional. Funny that. Oh. We can come in underneath the jaw, but we'll get to that in maybe another video. But we're just at the moment sliding up the front of the sternocleidomastoid. Now interestingly, if you hear that breath, that emotion, that exasperated emotion is stored in the sternocleidomastoid because, well, if you watch me, what happened? The mastoid process is pulled down, shortened. This is the protection of the protection of the organism, shutting down the soft underbelly. So by doing this slow, deep touch nutrition, we can just start to get the fascial system, particularly this. There's so many emotions stored in it, so much emotion in the body. Ooh, one more little stroke up that, and then we'll go in behind it. Oh, got a good clunk just in there. The temporomandibular joint, temporomandibular joint just in here. A lot of people can have clicks, grinding, stuff like that. Really, really tight can be. So now we're going just in behind it. I'm just going to follow that line again and just slide up, nice and slow. You can tell by how smoothly your fingers slide how well hydrated the tissue is. If it slides easily, the tissue is well hydrated, and well, that's a good thing. So now we're going to be going up the nuchal ligament, the nuchal fascia. We're going to be putting one hand either side of the neck. You can put the thumb in the front, just like this, but you know, see how that works? But what we're going to be doing is digging the fingers in just here. Okay, see this middle line? Transverse processes, transverse sideways processes are out here. We're going up the middle of the spine. And I just want you to just, thumbs in the front or thumbs here. Do some really good work around T1 here, T1. Anybody paying really close attention. Let me just slide up. Really good to hum and release the tension here. There's lots and lots of tension. And the occipital protuberance, see this lump on the back? It's actually an adaptation I have that it's particularly big because, well, I used to have, you know, this thoracic kyphosis, rounded shoulders and a round back like this, cervical hyperextension, and then I turned around this way and then did, you know, Olympic levels of sport on top of it. And this, just there, it's really, really thick. Anyway, everybody has them. It's called the nuchal ligament. It stabilizes the head while running. If you look at a big cat's head as they're running, you know, whatever movement they do, that head is kept perfectly still. Do you see how that happens? That head's kept perfectly still, and that's done by this this nuchal ligament, this nuchal fascia. It's really good to just get your fingers in, push the elbows together. So you're pushing the elbows together here, and that stretches out the trapezius, particularly if you try and tuck the elbows in underneath, just like that. And then we're just sliding the fingers up here, just getting things loosened. This is fantastic for headaches, and you'll find in here, you've got loads of separate muscles around here. There's one, it's the axis and the atlas here. There's loads of important muscles around there. So just get your fingers in. So many headaches, and actually frozen shoulder, the stuff that happens around here where stuff can't be lifted up, maybe pain around here can often be sent either from here, right here where that and that line cross, right here. You can often find a little hard point. Just massage it. Just take 30 seconds. Imagine it like I can feel that ricocheting straight out down here, rippling out, because as you loosen one bit, it's like this complex web. There's defect hopping across there, defect attack cat. So share some photographs of that in class, isn't it? That little massage just there can be really powerful. Same here, same along there, particularly the suboccipital. See this region in here? If you can make that soft, particularly where the sternocleidomastoid comes up, connects across, and then goes back down. If you can make this just here, just hydrate it and press for a little bit, press for a little while, and just make the area soft, and then let the hydration come in, move to another area, give that a little wiggle. And hopefully you'll find that by some of these techniques you can release a bit of anger, a bit of aggression, a bit of just lighten off those headaches by, you know, helping you wind your neck back in and not be stuck, ready to fight, because this and all this tension holding us in place because we're fixed and stuck in our ways, it's not really the right way to be. So if we can loosen things up, and this can be done really quite quickly. It can be really hard in here. Just start light. The thing about this is little and often, little and often. Watch this video regularly if you want to. Just copy me. Then just get your thumbs just inside. There's the mandible. You might find really sore bits. You might find really tight bits, but you can hear almost straight away some of the tension removed from my voice. And frankly, it's beautiful. Try it out. Please share this with your friends, because there's this stuff here, just loosened around here, loosen the sternocleidomastoid. These muscles hold so much stress. You hear people being exasperated, you hear people being unpleasant. It's just because they're being conditioned. Fear and anxiety and that regularly. You know, if I lifted a weight every day with this arm, all the time, 50 times a day, every time my phone went ping and I lifted it up and did this 10 times, you know what would happen? I'd end up with a really strong right arm. And all the things related to lifting with my right arm would get stronger. I'd probably end up, walking like this, as if I was carrying this weight all the time. Well, if we train that emotion all the time, this area gets tight, holding that emotion, and we soften that off, soften in here. These muscles here, which I'll get to in another day, these can be nasty to massage. Don't go hard at this, you'll run away, not come back. So start with the SCM, get a little bit under the jaw. Might feel like ripping in places, that's fine. Pain, just be slow. Little and often, and I promise you'll feel better very soon. It really can be quite freeing. Make noises. Noises with it express the stuff, whatever you want to think of it as, chi, energy, concept, emotion, feeling, tension, vibration, resonance, whatever you want to feel it as, by expressing it rather than depressing it. By expressing that sound trapped there, you'll feel better. Please share this with people, as well, we could all do with carrying a little less weight, and the weight we have tied around our neck is really quite important. We can take out that internal resistance in ourselves and really start feeling better. Every step stronger for everyone.